Hey, what's up guys? Young Karth here. I know, it's been way too long since the last upload, and I do really want to say sorry for that, guys. I've been taking about a 3-month break from League of Legends while we started to get into this new season here, and I was just playing some other games and just taking a general overall break from the game, because League can be a very mentally taxing game if you play it frequently at a high level and create content for it. But I'm back now, guys, and I've got tons of content coming out. Just this week alone, you've got this video, a 2v2 video, and I'm going to be reviewing the new Elderwood Karthus skin. And I want to say thank you for your continued support on all of my videos, guys. I've got a few videos hitting 5K, some hitting 3K, tons of likes, tons of comments, and a lot of new subscriptions. So for all the new people, welcome, and for all the old, welcome back. And while we're on that topic, guys, I am starting to stream back on Twitch again for the new season, so make sure you follow that, and all my other socials will also be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much. Let's get straight into the video. So you're probably wondering, is Karthus ADC dead with these new nerfs? The simple answer, no, it's not. Let's take a look at the nerfs. So, number 1, Riot is saying Karthus botlane has been a very potent force, quickly overtaking games when he's given the reins to, and he's been picking up in popularity, and what they want to do is aim to preserve his jungle power when possible, but nerf the components of his kit that manifest in lane, like early non-monster damage and mana refunds. Okay. So the first buff, or excuse me, the first nerf, guys, is going to be on the Q. Now the magic damage is decreasing level 1 by 2 on his Q, then by 1.5, then by 1, then by 0.5, and then it is the same at max level. Now the monster damage modifier, 95% to 100%. So yes, this means that even when you're playing Karthus ADC, you're going to be able to take jungle camps quicker, and you're going to be able to take objectives quicker. Okay? So let's take a peek at the E nerf, which is the one that a lot of people are seemingly saying kind of kills the champion. So mana restoration on enemy takedown. Now that counts as, obviously we're speaking pretty much here of the minions, is what they mean by that. So when you kill a minion on Karthus, when you have your E upgrade his ability, you get a certain amount of mana back. So that's been taken from 15 to 10, 25 to 20, 35 to 30, 45 to 40, and 55 to 50. So they're hitting you with 5 off of each one, and a lot of people are saying that this is killing the champion. Well, luckily, Young Karth is here to tell you that it's not killing the champion, but it does require you to play a little differently in lane. Now, let's take a look at the Q nerf in lane and what this means. So, you're actually going to be finding out that, yes, the Q nerf, you can feel it. If you're a veteran Karth player, you're definitely going to be able to feel this nerf, okay? So, that's to enemy champions and minions. So, when you're starting to CS early game, you're going to notice that some minions that would normally have died are going to live with 1 HP. On the first wave, you'll notice this right off the get-go, and you'll also notice that when you have your Lost Chapter and you are level 5, you used to be able to Q the backline 3 times, and it would completely kill all the minions. Now you're going to have to do it an extra 4th time, because those minions are going to be living with literally 1 HP. But once you hit level 6, you don't have to worry about that anymore. It's 3 Qs once again. So on the Q nerf, you just really want to pay attention to how much damage you're doing, and you're going to want to practice that and just get used to it. Also, kind of means that early skirmishes that you would normally win by like this very small stance, like you die and you're in your passive and you kill someone, it's just like, damn, that was a perfect 2-for-2 trade. You're going to notice that those are going to happen a little bit less frequently, because some people are going to live with 1 HP in lane before you get your ult, of course. And yeah, the 2v2s are a little bit less stronger, but they're still extremely strong because you're taking exhaust and all that kind of good stuff. So So now let's take a peek at the E nerf in lane, guys. So pretty much what this is just meaning is you are going to have a lot less mana early, even if you do everything perfectly, like you're using your E perfectly, turn it on, turn it off, last hitting with your auto attacks, using your Qs, because I mean, you have to poke some in lane, and you have to CS. So even if you do it perfectly, you will notice your mana bar is getting a little bit lower than you'd like it. However, luckily Lost Chapter is still 1100 gold. A decent bit cheaper, allows you to get some cheater recalls and get that quickly, and pretty much fix the problem that you're going to have with your mana if you're playing efficiently. And do keep in mind, guys, that both of these nerfs out of laning phase are pretty much completely irrelevant. You're not going to notice any nerf once you start getting your items. Now, you're probably wondering, well, it kind of sounds like Karthus may be a little bit more annoying to play in lane as ADC. How can I fix that? Great. I'm going to tell you how to play around these changes. So, number one, guys, you're going to want to play a bit safer before your Lost Chapter back. It's still cheap, don't worry, but try and ping your support to just kind of chillax unless you get level 2 first or just have a very free kill lane and you can drop the exhaust and get the kill. Don't worry, Karthus is still strong early, guys, but the higher elos you get, the more aggressive lanes are going to get, or the more annoying the lanes are going to get, right? With shielding, healing, all that kind of stuff. You're going to make sure you play a little bit safer and just wait until you get that Lost Chapter spike. It's really huge on Karthus, makes the laning phase a lot easier, fixes a lot of problems. Number 2, last hit more minions with your auto attacks, guys. I know some people, some of the newest Karthus players are not going to like this because, let's be honest, Karthus's auto attacks really do suck. However, it is really important to last hit the minions with this change, guys, with your auto attack, so you can get that free mana back and then look to poke more with the Q or be more aggressive and shove the wave. You're going to need all the extra mana you can get before your first couple backs, guys. And also, just as a reminder as well, this doesn't have anything to do with the nerfs, but make sure when you're fighting people as Karthus and 2v2s that you're weaving your auto attacks in. Just want to remind everyone of that. That comes into play a lot as well. You want to get used to using your auto attacks on Karthus. They are not useless by any means. And number 3, guys, load up the practice tool and just farm some minion waves to adjust to your new early game Q damage to the minions, okay? And champs. You're going to miss quite a few minions if you're used to it at first, just because you're going to be caught off guard by that little damage change, but just play like 2, 3, 4, 5 games and you'll be right back to normal. It's just a very small change. It doesn't really impact the game that much. You just have to get used to it. Now, guys, I want to reiterate one more time here that Karthus ADC is still an extremely strong pick and can 1v9 games, even lost games. He has an unnerfed ult. When it's level 2 and level 3, it does crazy damage. Even level 1 ult, you still have map-wide presence. Mostly all winning lanes as Karthus, right? Like, if you play the lane perfectly, depending if it's just a farm lane, you're going to outscale. If you have an aggressive lane, you have exhaust, you're extremely good with isolated Qs and 2v2s. You have an unnerfed passive, right? Your passive is still very broken in team fights, lets you get off those free ults, lots of damage. So, guys, did these nerfs kill Karthus ADC? Absolutely not. Now, the only way they would ever really kill Karthus ADC would be to somehow remove his ultimate ability from being able to be global and to a certain range. They would have to nerf the damage on his R in general, or they would have to, just like they did in ARAM to Karthus, remove time that he gets in his passive to hit Qs. And they're probably not going to do that, guys, because all that stuff would literally just kill the champion in jungle as well. So Karthus ADC is still a fantastic pick, guys. Thanks for tuning into the video today. Make sure to follow those socials, hit the like button on the video, and let me know down in the comments if you think this Karthus nerf was too much or too little. Peace out, guys.